All right, in this class, I'm talking about logarithms. Okay, the first thing is to understand the concepts of logarithms. That's the first thing. The first thing, understanding the concepts of logarithms. So, what is logarithms? Logarithm is said to be the power. Okay, you can call it the power or exponents. Okay, the logarithm of a number is said to be the power or exponent. Remember that power can also be called exponent. Okay, is the power or exponent to which a base must be raised to give the number. Okay, the logarithm of number is said to be the power exponent to which a base must be raised to give the number. Now, there are three words that I want you to point out here. We have what we call power. The first word is what we call power. Remember, they will also call power exponent, right? Okay, to which a base, so there should be a base, okay, to which a base must be raised to give the number. Okay, this is what it means here. The logarithm of a number is said to be the power exponent to which a base must be raised to give the number. Okay, so it means that if, for instance, I have log, okay, I have log of x, x is a number to a base a, okay, it has a value y. Okay, now this y here is said to be the logarithms. Okay, x is said to be the number, and a is said to be the base. Okay, now I can also write this. Okay, I could also write this in indices or exponent form to be a, or I can say a raised to the power of y is equal to x. All right. Now, the logarithm of a number is the power to which a base, remember this was the base, okay, is the power to which a base must be raised to give the number. Okay. Now, this here is the logarithm. Okay. This is the number, and this is the base. Now, this is when I have a base a, okay, in this case now my base is a, all right. Now, when I have a base a, it is known as a general base, okay. It's known as a general base. So, if a is a general base, it means that I'll give you the conditions for a. You should have to take note that a must be greater than 0, okay, and a is not equal to 1. Two things you have to take note of is that a should be greater than 0, okay, but and also a is not equal to 1, so a cannot be 1. So you're not going to see where we have log of a number to base 1. No, you won't see that. So what I'm trying to point to you right now is this. Watch me. There is a logarithm of a general base, log of x to base a, okay, and okay, let's write it this way: logarithm of a general base, log of x to base a, and there is another logarithm, log of x to base e. Okay. Now, if we have a general base, this base a is anything but shouldn't be 0 and shouldn't be 1. Okay, it should be greater than 0 and it should not be 1. All right. Now, there's another form of logarithms again that is log of a number to a base e. Now, this could also be written as ln x. So, in your calculations, anytime you see this guy or this guy, they actually mean the same thing. Okay, they are called natural logarithms. Okay, natural logarithm. So anytime you see this and you see this, you should be able to tell the difference. Okay, this guy is a logarithm to any base, to a general base. This is logarithm to a base e, which is also called natural logarithm. Now, log of x to e can also be written as ln of x. Okay. Now, what is e? E is a special number. Okay, E is a special number called Euler's number. Okay, E is a special number called Euler's number. Now it has a value, it's about 2.718 or so. It has a no, it has a value. Okay, E is called Euler's number. Okay, it's a special number. It's used in calculus. Okay, it's used in also exponential growth equations. Okay, E. Now again, since we understand the foundation that the log of a number, to write a log of a number, I can write this form and this form. I need to explain some laws, okay? Because there's some laws that govern logarithms. And when you want to solve questions on logarithms, you need to understand these laws to be able to solve questions. You need good understanding of these laws. Now, what is the laws of logarithm? What are the laws of logarithms? Okay. Now, I'll give you a few of the laws here. Okay. If you go down to my YouTube channel, you'd see a complete explanation on logarithms, a complete summary. Okay. Now, the first law, I want to talk about the change of base rule. Okay. Yes, the change of base rule. The change of base rule. Now, from the as the word as the name implies, change of base, which means I could decide to change the base. Let's say I have log of x to base a. Okay, log of x to base a, and I want to change the base here. I could say this is equal to log of x to a particular base here divided by log of a to the same base. I have changed the base. Okay, I have changed the base at this point in time. Okay, now you can decide to use b to be any number. Okay, but in mathematics, there are two specific numbers. Okay, there are two specific values that you can use for this guy, for b. You can either say b should be 10, or you can say b should be e. All right, you can say any of these. All right, now this is one way to, this is one form of change of base. Okay, it means that, it means that if for instance, if for instance I have log of 8 to base 2. Okay, I have log of 8 to base 2. Now if I wanted to change base, I could say this same thing as writing log of 8 to base x divided by log of 2 to base x. You could say this. You could also say the same thing as saying log of 8 to base e divided by log of 2 to base e. You could say this. It's very correct. You've actually changed the base. Okay, now this is one pattern of change of base. There's another way we can change base. Okay, what is this way? If I have log of x to base a, this is same thing as saying 1 divided by log of a to base x. All right, so this is the second pattern, the second method we use when we want to change base. This guy is the first method we can use when we want to change our base. Okay, now I could easily create a relationship between the general base logarithm and natural logarithm. Okay, now how do I do this? Listen, just listen attentively. Okay, remember we've said that this guy log of x to base a is the general base logarithm. I've also said that log of x to base e is a natural logarithm. Okay, now remember, look at, if I have log of x to base a, remember from change of base, you could say this same thing as saying log of x to base e divided by log of a to base e. Okay, now what does this mean? This means that I could say this log of x to base a is equal to ln x. Okay, ln x divided by ln a. Okay, so I could, if I decide to make ln x subject of the equation, ln of x is going to be equal to these two guys. No, we can cross multiply here. This guy can multiply with this guy. Okay, so it could be ln of x can now be ln a log x base a. Okay, ln a log x to base a. Okay, so it means that what I've been able to show you here, is that I've been able to create a relationship between the natural base log and the natural logarithm. Okay, okay, the natural base log. I think I should just put it here, so I can say the connection should be ln x is equal to ln a log of x to base a. This is the relationship between the natural logarithm and natural base logarithms.